My brain is so small and smooth.
I think the more you talk to people, the more you realize all of us are sort of just smooth brained, gush gush minded people.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially now during COVID, where like we don't have much social interaction face to face. So I feel like our emotional intelligence is going down.
Yeah,
On
yeah. Cause
it's so yeah.
I'll be at work and I'll just sort of be existing, right? Like being silent. And then someone will tap me on the shoulder
Hmm.
trying to get my attention. And the first thing out of my mouth is, blah, blah, blah. Like I forget what to do. Like there's a disconnect now
Yeah.
between my mouth and the rest of my mind.
Yes, oh my God. Yeah, and sometimes I just say sh like weird shit. Weird like things that people with, lacking social skills would say. And it just because I'm a very social person and coming from me, I'm just like, the fuck? Who are you? You know, and I don't mean to I don't want this to sound bad or anything. I hope that's clear. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
but um I'm not that socially awkward, I guess. But yeah, sometimes I make social interactions awkward.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
definitely. Like and it feels like you're playing a video game and you
Mm-hmm.
just don't have full control over your body.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh
you
Jesus
want to
Christ.
press X, but like there's not an X button. So
Mm-hmm.
you're just like watching yourself just fumble around aimlessly. It's
Yes.
awful.
It is. And you know what? Coming back to the immunology thing, I just remembered it. So, okay, uh, immunologists are obviously crazy on, the immune system and like diseases that can be carried through whatever means.
Mhm.
And so their way to keep us safe during a lecture, which we do have, sorry, it's like a seminar. We have them from time to time, like at the university. So they just open up all the windows and they just fucking they open up all the windows and it's 6 degrees, 6 Celsius. I don't
Oh
know how much
wow.
that is in Fahrenheit,
I mean,
but
I recognize that
it's
six
so
is a very
cold.
low number.
Yeah, 0 is when the water freezes, so 6 is not that far from it. I don't want to too much like talk too much about COVID because I feel like
Everyone talks
it's
about it.
going, yeah, at this point. But the one thing that I noticed is I have nothing else to talk about. That is so, like, I spent so much time in isolation. I could be talking about how I had a mental breakdance and I pierced my ear
Oh okay.
myself.
How did that go?
But okay, this is a okay, this is a saga. So I've been thinking about it for a while, and I was like on and off. Okay, I should go to a piercer. No, it's the middle of a pandemic. I'm not gonna let a stranger fucking pierce my ears. And
Which is
then
like a super weird thought though, right? Because like you're showing up to a
it is,
university. I had the same thought. I show up to work and I interact with hundreds of people a day. But I'm just like, you
yeah.
know what? I don't want to like interact with this one person who pierces ears. I don't want to
Mhm.
put them in danger. But it's just like
Mhm.
I'm surrounded by hundreds of people every day. And I assume you
Yeah.
are too. It's a weird thought.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, and also then I decided, fuck it, let's call my friend. I'm gonna show her the whole process.
Mhm.
So I prepared everything, disinfected everything, obviously, put on gloves and stuff like that. And then I proceeded, and turns out okay, first hole that I made was crooked. It was on on an angle.
Oh
It
yeah.
was not usable. Then I decided, you know what? I have 2 years. What can go wrong, right? So I went and tried the other ear.
That's what Van Gogh said shortly
And
before he cut off his ear. I have two ears. What can go wrong?
Oh my god. Yes.
What
Okay,
what
but
most people don't know
then
about Van Gogh is he didn't cut off his ear. He just used a really big piercing and it just like, completely obliterated the entire thing.
oh,
Yeah, true story.
oh, maybe he used the piercing gun, but it
It was just a huge fucking piercing gun, or he messed up like
yeah.
500 times on the same ear.
Oh god.
Just removed it entirely from existence. But yeah, so you moved on to the other ear.
Yeah, I moved on to the other ear, and that was perfect. It
Hmm.
was, perfect placement. It was not crooked. Then I tried to put in the earring, and turns out the hole is too small. And
Ah,
that's what she said, I guess.
that's what she said. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was so disappointing. Um, that, I just gave up for a week.
On life
But
or
then
on piercing your ears?
on no, oh God, no, on piercing my ears. Life goes on,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
unfortunate.
Um,
Yeah.
and then I decided, fuck it, let's just. I'm gonna send you like a picture of this needle that I used eventually.
Okay.
And it worked, and now I have another another hole in my ear, which you might either think that my hand is small or that the needle is big, and both of them are true. So,
Are you sending me the picture of the needle?
yep. Just give me a
Okay.
second.
I will eagerly await for that photo.
uh, yeah,
Interesting.
and I don't know.
Is this like a fish hook or something?
No,
Or
it's like a special sewing needle where it's used for sewing up holes, basically. So, like, if you have a hole in your couch or something, you can use this. Because it comes out, uh, like you don't have to use your hand to take it out from the other side. You just go in from one side and it comes out from the same side, kind of.
I see.
Does
Okay.
that make
Yeah, I see. I see. Yeah, because of the.
hmm
Okay, that makes sense.
Do you have any
I
piercings?
feel like this is the. No, I back in 2016, December of 2016, I went back. No, 2017, I went back to Korea to visit, and
Mm-hmm.
I got my ears both of my ears pierced, near the end of my
Okay.
visit. But the thing is, I probably should have done it earlier because in the last week of my vacation in Korea, I the person who I was supposed to stay with like had family come over, so I had to like
Mm-hmm.
leave, which was
Oh, you had to.
yeah. So
Okay.
I didn't have access to like a regular shower. I was just sort of like staying at like spas and saunas overnight.
Okay.
Um, I just didn't have a way to wash it, and like after that, I was on a plane for like 17 hours, and then I had to
Oh God.
like go back home. So I think just during the process, I wasn't able to disinfect my ears, and like they got very infected. Like I
Oh
just
God.
physically wasn't able to like pull out the earring on one side because there was just so much
Oh
buildup in the
no.
lobes. It was awful. It was very
Oh
painful.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah. So
Was it the lobe or the cartilage?
I think it was the lobe, right? Like where you usually put like a traditional
Yeah,
earring.
that's the. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I do want to
Hmm.
get my ears pierced again, but like my job is sort of they have that whole like, oh, you can't dye your hair or have men can't have piercings or have their hair down to a certain
Yeah,
length.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, like your tattoos have to be covered type of thing. But
Yeah, I think tattooing is actually illegal in Korea, isn't it?
in Korea. No, Koreans have tattoos.
No, they do, but I think tattooing is illegal there.
Is it?
Like the art of tattooing. I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't think it is.
I
I
think I think I've seen like a documentary on the underground tattooing industry, and Jesus Christ, these people have the most intricate tattoos. I don't know if it's the secrecy, you know, element or what it is, but they're
Oh,
so
okay.
impressive.
I see what it is. So, okay. So, under Korean law, it's viewed as a medical service and only allowed if the tattooist is also a qualified medical practitioner.
Oh,
So technically,
okay.
so technically, it is illegal, but like they sort of turn a blind eye to it. So
Mm-hmm.
you'll see tattoo
Okay.
shops, but like it's sort of like when all the states sort of legalized marijuana on their own, but it's still federally a crime in the U.S.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so weird. You Americans are so weird,
Oh yeah, we're well
honestly.
aware. Don't worry about it. We know
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much the one thing you're going to hear from every European, I think.
that America sucks and is really really weird.
Yeah, it actually depends on their age, because if you're under the age of like 13, you really want to go to the US, especially if you're from a country that used to be the USSR.
Hmm.
And then either you go to the US or you learn about the US, and then you're like, no, thank you.
Yeah, what a fucking joke that place is.
Yeah,
I
but
is
I'm
it
not
because
I'm
of
not
like
trying.
is it because of movies or something? Or...
Yeah, it's movies and especially Eastern Europeans have this still this image that the US is kind of the pinnacle of civilization, and they see the whole consumptionist and like extreme capitalist side of it as prosperity and as something that is to be, achieved. And this is something that I feel like a lot of, um yeah, that's why you see so many Polish uh, immigrants, and maybe like, you know, even second, third generation. And I think now, probably as well. I don't know what's the state of immigration currently, but yeah, basically we have this skewed image of the US, which for the US is good, I guess.
I mean,
Unless you think that we are stealing your jobs, then I guess not.
no, the people who think that only think it's Mexicans stealing our jobs. They're okay with the white immigrants.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, it's rough over here.
I don't know. Okay, this was such a
Yeah.
lame example. I'm so fucking lame.
No, no, I understand what you're trying to say.
And like I said in the beginning,
Yeah.
my brain is totally liquid. So if I say something stupid or like completely lame or uninteresting, please just fucking delete it.
Well, I mean, the thing about this podcast format is that the average person is much more interesting than they think they are. They just don't have opportunity to showcase that.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
yeah, so even though you're all like fucking dirty, filthy, everyday average people without 9,000 subscribers, hey hey, you're still interesting.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
I see how
You
it
see,
is.
you see, I have a social following which immediately elevates me above the untouchables, the lower caste,
Oh yeah,
the everyday
yeah.
man.
The
Yeah,
unwashed masses.
that was the term I was going for, but for some reason I just couldn't grasp it. But yeah, I think yeah, people just are more attractive and intelligent and interesting than they usually think they are. They just when's the last time you're able to really go into the break room and like unleash your most innermost thoughts? You know?
Oh God, I think
Yeah,
you'd have to be a psychopath to think that.
yeah. But I mean, like those are the interesting people in the break room, the people who actually decide to talk about that. Well, maybe not
Hmm.
interesting, but most outspoken.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I've met people who are super talkative and they don't, they express themselves a lot. But when you actually listen to them, they are literally just repeating what you said. I don't know if
Yeah,
you know that type of person, but it's uh it's really annoying because You want to have a conversation, and the conversation is supposed to be um two, two people. But when you meet a person like that, it's often that it seems like you're talking to yourself, kind of. If that
They
makes sense.
sort of like learned the lesson of, oh, when you're talking to someone, always like agree with what they say or like repeat back what they say, so it's clear that you're listening to them. And
Mm-hmm.
like that's good for like showcasing that you're taking in information, but it's not
Oh yeah.
effective for creating information of your own to add to the conversation. But yeah, I know what you mean though. It's like I'll say like, "Oh, dude, do you believe in ghosts?" And they'll say, "I don't know. Do you believe in ghosts?" I'll say, "I don't know. I've had an experience with a ghost," and then they'll say, "Oh yeah, sometimes people have experiences with ghosts." And I'm just like, "Okay, but
Yes.
what do you think?"
It's it's like that one person who just like you say something quietly in class and they repeat it louder.
Oh yeah, I hate that. It's also
Yeah.
some people do this thing where they're like, it's sort of clever though. Like you say something sort of funny and no one laughs, but then they add on to it and then everyone laughs.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah,
classic, dry joke. Uh
yeah. It's always like 3 words maximum, but like it always gets the bigger laugh. And I'm just like, I hope I set that up for you. Like you would be nothing without me, you whore.
Yes, the that's a different thing. That's like having a reflex. That's
Oh yeah, no, it pisses me off more because I don't like
oh,
not being the
okay.
funniest person in the room. Now I have competition, you know.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
but I like I despise like two people conversations because that's too much pressure on both parties.
Wow. Wow. We're in a bit of a
Wow,
pickle then.
because we're in a two-person conversation.
Oh no.
Wow, we really stuffed this pickle, didn't we?
Yep. We
No, but
totally
it's
pickled it.
because it's like as soon as I stop talking, you sort of have to start talking, and once you stop talking, I'm forced to start talking.
I feel like that's the issue of having a podcast though, because then you don't have dead air. I feel like, or you do have dead air, but if you're in a real life conversation with someone you respect and you
That's the
um
problem. I don't respect anyone.
oh, okay, fine then,
Yeah.
just okay, I'm gonna fill up dead air. No, but like if you're comfortable with someone enough, you give each other breaks to think and it's not awkward, if that makes sense. uh
Yeah, I mean, being friends with someone is the permission to be boring and to be silent. That's what friendship is.
Damn, that's deep.
And like when you're meeting new people, uh, like comfortable silence is natural and healthy for conversations. Like it's important to realize when you shouldn't speak,
Hmm.
but that's difficult to convey with someone new.
Oh
Like
yeah, for
if
sure.
like let's pretend that we just met each other. Okay, all right. Hi, strange name you've got there.
uh, Hello. I
Hi.
don't Do you want to know this thing? Do you want to
How
look at
nice.
it?
Look at what your name.
My thing?
What's your thing?
Oh god, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment here because
See what I mean
this is
though.
supposed to be like a detached embarrassment situation, but I'm actually getting embarrassed. Um,
Because yeah, it is actually us, even though we're doing a bit. It's still
yes.
us. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I lost my train of thought now.
You've ruined it all.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
No. Stay on. We were close to something.
Kidding.
Welcome back. Really good bit you did there. No, we were talking about silence. Two people conversation. Well, yeah, three people conversations are nicer because it's less pressure to speak.
Mm-hmm. But then it gets like I feel like the more people Actually, no. It's. I wanted to say that it's like exponential. The how many people there are in the level of being uncomfortable, but it's not exponential. I think it's like a bell curve almost. So when you're alone, there's no reason to talk. So being quiet is fine, right?
Mhm.
Two
Right.
people, being quiet is a bit awkward, could be, you know?
Mhm.
Um, and then three people, if it gets quiet, then it is awkward. And then I feel like the peak would be like maybe five people or something. And then it goes down because you're in a group, so it's less awkward because no one is talking. And like if it's 1,000 people and no one is talking, then I guess you're in like a
Church.
church or something, yeah.
Yeah. I no, I'm more so talking about if you're already engaged in a conversation and then it falls silent, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So with I think three people is like the optimal peak level of okay, this is the perfect number of people to have a conversation with, as long as you're sitting down, because like two of them could be talking, and once
Hmm.
they pause, then the third person can jump in, right? There's always the third person to like pick up the slack. But then
Yeah.
with four people, it gets weird because like maybe at four and above, it always feels like one person's going to feel left out and just not speak at all.
Yeah,
And also,
or
like sometimes four has the potential to just split off into two groups of two
yeah,
talking
that's
to
what I
each
wanted
other.
to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Damn. We're doing some actual scientific work here, I think.
we should just get a focus group together of just people and force them to speak with each other in
Yeah,
various groups and see what happens.
just people.
No, but the problem with four people though is like if so it's like they're at the corners right of the
Hmm.
square, you know, and then if two people really get heated with each other, like they're like really going back and forth. What
Yeah,
do the
they're
other two
getting
people do?
horny. What?
Yeah, yeah. What? Yeah, okay. So if there's chemistry between two people, do the other two people just have to like talk to each other then? And like at what point do the two groups refocus the conversation so it's for them again? Because
Hmm.
one conversation will end before the other one does, and that sucks.
Yeah, but okay. So this is in a sense where you have a physical group, right? You have four people who are physically talking and like
At a table,
verbally,
yeah,
right? But what
right,
happens if you have four people in a Discord server and there are like different channels and they have one person can be engaged in like three or what more conversations with the same people but on different channels. That's I
right.
feel like that's pretty meta, right?
Yeah, because you don't really acknowledge the fact that you're talking in another channel. You just sort of keep the
Yeah.
different topics going. Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
it's
like that's a ability to master. I don't know if
no,
you see
yeah,
it that
yeah.
way.
It's like it's very middle school because when you're in middle school, you can text someone all you want, but then like as soon as you see them in person, it's like, did we actually talk?
Oh,
Like, did
yes.
what we did like texting actually count as real conversation? Are we closer now, or do I have to pretend not to see you right now?
Oh God, yeah.
I once had this. Well, we started dating, so but before we started dating, there was this girl I knew, and we only hung out at night for whatever reason. I don't know why, but we
But
only hung
like
out at
on
night.
text.
No, no, like we would hang like physically hang out.
Oh, physically, okay.
Yeah, we'd be like, oh, do you want to meet at this place? And it's like, she's like, dude, it's midnight, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, and we would just chill. Um, but then like we did that for a couple of weeks, and then one day I randomly saw her at school in like broad daylight. I was like, oh, like, do I say hi? What do I
Oh
do
my
here?
God. It's almost
Like,
like it's almost like the broad daylight made a difference because you suddenly notice some detail or something.
no, I mean I can see her at night.
Nah, I know
But,
I know what you
yeah,
mean, but it sounded like it.
yeah, it made
It's
it
like,
seem
oh
like I
my
was like,
God,
oh wait,
she's
I can see
actually
her.
she's actually a vampire. or something.
Yeah. Yeah, why is she burning up in the sun? But yeah, it was just weird because all it was a different time of day, but because I was so accustomed to conversing with her at night, it was like she feels different. Like I can't really say anything to her right now, right?
Oh, that's awkward. Oh,
Yeah. No,
oh.
but she waved hi, so it was just like, okay, that
Okay.
solves that problem. I'll wave hi back.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. You ever I feel like you run into this a lot. You're in a conversation with someone and you don't know how long the conversation's supposed to go. Like they just start talking to you and just like, okay, wait,
Right.
are we talking for like a minute? Are we talking for 5 minutes? Like I need to emotionally prepare for like, do I need to walk
Oh
away
God.
soon or
Oh
what's
no.
happening right now?
Yeah, yeah, I can relate to this, but not with everyone. It's
Mhm.
just mainly with people who I know are really annoying or like that I just don't like talking to them. And
Yeah.
somehow they like talking to me, which is just weird for me because uh, I'm kind of expressive physically, so it's I think for a regular person who has empathy, they would see that I'm really uncomfortable and they would just stop talking or like say, "Oh, okay, I need to go now." And I would be like, "Oh, yeah, I need to go too." And then we can be awkward together. But with these people who I don't know if they can't read emotion like physical cues or something, but oh my God, they just keep talking. Or like when they say, "Oh, I need to go now," or something, they just figure out, "Okay, I'm gonna walk with you." Or,
Yeah, yeah, they don't recognize that that's the end of the conversation.
yeah. And I don't know. I'm not built for dealing with people like that, I think.
I've discovered that like honestly, if you just say, "Hey man, listen, I just sort of want to be left alone right now. Like, this isn't you. I just need some time to deal with myself." They'll walk away. Like, you have to be like super, super blunt with them.
Hmm.
Like,
Well, see, I feel like maybe it's just my experience, but uh, the people I've met usually don't understand that. They didn't, and they just like start asking questions or like, why
maybe
do
it's
you want to be
because
left alone? Or I don't know.
I guess there is the gender dynamic too, because you're
Hmm.
a frail woman who needs to be
Oh
accompanied
yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah,
guess what
yeah.
works for me isn't gonna work for you
Yeah, that's true.
because of
I need a, I
your
need an
boobs
alpha
and
male.
tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really feel like like a male figure. I don't
Okay.
feel male. I don't know what gender I am right now, but like I get treated like one, so I guess that's what I am for now.
Wait, is this a some kind of crisis, or are you saying this in like a conversational manner, like in this in the context of our conversation?
No,
Because at
I
this
just
point, I don't know.
I'm I'm talking about in life in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, maybe it just doesn't matter to you, and that's fine.
yeah. I think I'm in the point where it's just I like in my ideal life in my ideal world, I would be a shapeshifter and I would just wake up a woman one day and wake up a man the other and like wake up
Damn.
without any indication of my gender on the third day. Like that would be lovely, but
Yeah. It's like
my
uh
my
it's
cursed
like
penis.
yeah. The thing is, you don't like you don't have to have certain genitals to be a certain gender. So,
Yeah, I think right now I identify as just I don't know something other than male, and that's just sort of the vague term I'm going for.
okay. I
Yeah,
feel like that's okay. You can it's either a transitional period or it's just not belonging to any gender. I don't
yeah.
know.
I would like sometimes I get confused by it because I'm just like, do I not want to be any gender at all? But then sometimes I think, damn, it would be so cool to be a lesbian. Wouldn't it be cool to
Oh.
be a lesbian? But then I go back to thinking, nah, I just don't want to be. I just don't want to be perceived as having a gender. I just want people to look at me and be like, what is that person?
Okay, then I think you should hit up a plastic surgeon, maybe, possibly.
and just remove
And
everything.
yeah, you could just I don't know, restructure your face to look like a giraffe.
Yeah, because people you can't tell the gender of a giraffe by looking at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently 93% of giraffe sex is homosexual.
Wait, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is it because
I
they have such long necks and they have I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
you were just like there has to be some sort of correlation here.
Yeah, there has to be.
Wait, is okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. In fact, studies say gay sex accounts for more than 90% of all observed sexual activity in giraffes. Look at that. Who knew that
Damn.
giraffes would be our gay icons?
I wonder if they have tops and bottoms or if it's just they're all switches or like
You know,
what is it
I've
called?
always wondered about yeah, a switch is anyone who switches between top and bottom.
No, I think that's isn't that a verse? A verse, I think.
There's probably like multiple terms for
I
it.
think a switch is someone who's like a switch in BDSM.
But I think a switch in BDSM is also like a switch in top and bottom, right? Because in
Yeah,
BDSM, that's all about power dynamics.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But yeah, giraffes, gay icons.
It only took us 1 hour to start talking about
But
sex.
I mean, I feel like that's your brand, so we had
I
to
I
go
don't think
there.
I haven't made a sexual video in quite some time. Hold on
Yeah, I
now.
know. No, no,
Let
no.
me.
Okay. Um, don't cancel me yet. Okay.
You think the cuties video was the the sexual
No.
video?
Oh God. Oh no.
All
Okay,
right.
listen.
What do you want to say?
I was introduced at a time where the sexy was the standard. Okay,
Mhm.
not the intellectual, smart, big brain was the standard.
Of are you talking about my content or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Um. Yeah. I don't. Uh,
Wait.
well,
So you
wait.
joined
I
around the
want.
time of the kink police stuff, right?
Sorry. Yeah, yeah, I did. Yes. But I had another idea. Is
Mhm.
there any like species? Because okay, um, I feel like homosexual behavior in animals is usually represented by male animals,
Yeah.
and I'm just wondering if there are any lesbian
I
animals.
don't know if
Because
like tigers and lions
see,
would
I
know how to
all I
scissor
hear,
though.
yeah,
Like it's
that's
easier
true.
for because animals are four-legged creatures, so it's easier for a male to get it on with a male.
Yeah, but then doesn't that okay? Does that mean that lesbian animals don't exist, or does that mean that they just don't know how to do the dirty?
I feel like maybe they just don't know how to do it because like when you look at an animal like where their genitalia are and how many legs they've got, for four-legged creatures, it would be so difficult to have um, woman on woman sex.
Yeah.
Lesbian animals. Um,
Maybe it's just more emotional stuff. Like maybe they just don't. I don't know.
what's a macaw?
You is it a predator or something?
Okay, it says
Like
that there's a lot of
a bird?
lesbian macaws.
I think that's a type of bird.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, okay.
Albatrosses.
Um, can we just talk about how creepy birds are? They're literally dinosaurs. They're so creepy. When you look at a a bird, do you think, oh, cute? Or do you think, oh my God, that is going to kill me? Because I think the latter. Like I look into the weird dinosaur eyes, and I'm like, oh
and
my God, that is so
and you see
creepy.
nothing. You see a meteor striking the
Yeah.
Earth and then death.
Yes.
I are you just any bird like from pigeons to hawks like
Yeah. Well,
penguins for example you said.
penguins are not creepy, I don't think. I don't think they're creepy. especially when they're small. But then you have um, I don't know why, but parrots are especially creepy to me because they
Mhm.
can also talk. Like they
Yeah,
don't
how does that
necessarily
work?
they I think it's like a natural way of repeating sounds, and they are so good at it that they can actually repeat human sounds.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I don't know if they. Okay, I know there was one parrot who understood um and could actually talk, and it was like a 4-year-old baby mentally. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mm, and there's like a whole documentary about this, but the saddest thing I've ever heard was the day before he was going to die. He actually said to his caretaker something along the lines of "I love you, bye" or something.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, and also he was able to create new structure, like word structures. So when he got a cake for his birthday, he said something like carrot bread or something because it was like a carrot cake or like
Right,
sweet
and
bread.
do the words carrot and bread separately.
Yeah, no, I mean like he was able to create a new phrase for cake because like he recognized that this is something else than bread, but
Mhm.
it's sweet. I don't know. I'd have to watch this documentary again, but
Yeah, that's something that a lot of like human children do, like when they're still trying to learn new phrases.
yeah, they just
Yeah.
take what they know and they create something. Or like if they are starting to understand grammar, where okay, grammar, they create new words or like completely new stuff. I
Yeah.
think I don't know if it's that relevant in English, but in Polish, like you can make new words very easily because there's so much variance that if you twist something in a way, in a like the correct way, within a correct context, you get something that's completely new and means something very specific. um,
Can you give
which,
me an example?
oh God, uh,
Also, how many languages do you speak? Polish, English?
Polish and English, basically, which is kind of lame, not gonna lie.
I mean,
It
it's
is.
one more language than I can speak.
Well, I mean, at this point, English is not very impressive, and Polish is not impressive either because I'm a native speaker, so not very impressive. I would love to learn Swedish at some point.
Then learn Swedish.
Yeah, I need to catch up on my Duolingo.
I believe
That
in you,
bird,
man.
that bird stopped talking to me because the notifications weren't working.
The bird stopped talking to you?
Yeah, the Duolingo bird.
Oh,
Duolingo.
okay. I thought we were talking about like an actual bird.
No, I would never get a bird. I don't want birds.
Yeah, I
No.
was about to say, aren't you terrified of birds?
Yeah, I am. Ugh, God,
I feel like
no
we
birds.
skipped over the whole like, oh, birds are fucking dinosaurs thing. We got past that real quickly, despite that being
Yeah.
like the most interesting thing you've said.
Yeah, yeah, I mean,
Let's revisit
there,
that for like 5 minutes.
there's not much that can be said other than, oh my God, birds are basically dinosaurs.
No, I just love the mental image of seeing a fucking pigeon and it'd be like, holy fuck, holy shit, I have to
Oh
stand
no.
still or otherwise it will fucking eat me.
Yes, I'm actually a cave woman.
Yeah, your animal primate brain just kicks in whenever you see
Yes,
something take flight.
yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, flying is a whole different thing. Um, I don't know. I feel like every person on Earth has wanted to fly by themselves. at some point,
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think it's a very, probably very universal thing.
I mean,
Unless you're
it feels
scared
more
of heights.
free than just walking on the fucking ground like a peasant.
Hmm, yeah. You know what's
Like
super fun? Okay,
what?
sorry. But like, what is it called? Skydiving? No, it's like where
Bungee
when you
jumping?
have no, you have these you know what sugar gliders are?
Oh, paragliding. Hang gliding?
I don't know. Like basically you have these sheets of fabric between your legs and your arms and
Oh,
you can just
okay.
glide and it's so fun to watch. Sometimes when I just don't want to do anything, I just binge watch GoPro videos with that because it's so much fun.
Yeah, that seems really cool.
Yeah, I would love to do that someday, but it's so scary. You know, they go by freaking mountains and by the woods. And what if you crash suddenly? Or I
I
don't
mean,
know.
honestly, what a way to go though. Like, oh shit, did you hear about she fucking died? Oh, that's sad. How did she die? She was fucking going 80 miles per hour flying through the air and crashed
Oh
into the
no,
peak of a mountain. Yo, that's sick.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. They would have to put a statue of boobs on top of that mountain,
I think
I think.
everyone would be down for that. I think do you know what
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore is?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, we should just do
Oh my
that, but
God,
with tits.
with my boobs.
Yeah.
Mount Mount Boob Tit.
It
Just
would just
big
be
old
a
pair of boobies.
yeah. It's like the Earth is sending nudes to outer space.
Oh my God, I love that idea.
Yeah. But
But
we've been going for an hour. I think we're good.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, sure.
This
I
is
could go
I feel like this
on,
was a do you want to we could pause and then start a new episode if you want.
but I mean,
We,
it's up to you.
all right, that's I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll pause